My manager kept emailing me past 10 p.m. and expected a full report on his desk by 8 a.m. The next morning, he thought he owned my sleep, so I decided to make sure he never got a full night's rest ever again. My manager kept emailing me past 10 p.m. and expected a full report by 8 a.m., so I programmed his own inbox to haunt him in the middle of the night. Here's how I broke my toxic boss with his own medicine. I work as a senior analyst for a logistics firm, and for the last 6 months, my manager Dave has been a total nightmare. Dave has zero respect for boundaries. He would go home at 5 p.m., but then suddenly remember urgent tasks at 11 at night. My phone would blow up with emails and Slack messages while I was literally in bed trying to sleep. The worst part was the next morning. Dave would walk into the office at 8 a.m. sharp and demand to know why the work was not done. When I told him that I do not work after hours, he laughed and said, "In this company, we go the extra mile. If you cannot handle the heat, maybe you do not belong here." He even threatened to tank my performance review if I did not start being a team player. Last Tuesday was the final straw. I was out celebrating my anniversary with my wife when Dave sent an email at 11:45 p.m. It was a massive data entry project for a meeting the next morning at 9 a.m. He knew I was out. He just did not care. I saw the notification, put my phone face down, and finished my dinner. The next morning, Dave was waiting at my desk. He was red in the face, demanding the files. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "I am so sorry, Dave. I saw your email, but I figured since you are such a fan of late-night communication, you would not mind if I handled all my pending responses during those same hours." He did not understand what I meant yet, but he was about to find out. That afternoon, I went through every single email Dave had sent me over the last 3 months. There were dozens of them. I drafted a short professional response for every single one, but I did not hit send. I used the schedule send feature on Outlook. I programmed every single one of those emails to hit Dave's inbox between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. over the next 3 days. I spaced them out perfectly, one every 15 minutes. I knew Dave kept his work phone on his nightstand with the volume on high because he needed to be reachable for emergencies. That night, the fun started. Around 3 a.m., my phone stayed silent, but I knew Dave's was streaming. He got 45 notifications in one night. Each one was a ping, a vibrate, and a light on his nightstand. He could not silence it because he was the boss, and every ping could have been a real crisis. The next morning, Dave walked into the office looking like a zombie. He had huge dark circles under his eyes and was on his 4th cup of coffee. He screamed, "Why the hell were you emailing me at 3 a.m. about a project from last month?" I leaned back in my chair and gave him a calm smile. I said, "Oh, I thought that was our new system, Dave. You email me late. I email you late. I just wanted to show you that I am finally becoming a team player. Is there a problem?" Dave went quiet. He realized that if he kept pushing me, his nights would be filled with the sound of my emails forever. He has not sent a single message past 5 p.m. since then. He learned his lesson the hard way.